いつでも出陣できます。
So, what do you see?
It's him. Turn.
Yes, this is the character. But even for someone as interesting as you, there are many backstories that readers don't care about, don't want to know, or don't feel obliged to understand. A comic artist's job is to capture the most interesting. The cute and clever one is March Bunny. The unruly but reliable one is Baseball Raccoon. And the abstract side of it. So, how do you think the readers across the Well said. Your heroic deeds and accomplishments drew my attention, but while the hero identity boosts the character's popularity, it also becomes a limitation. That's why the little animals, in turn, the reader's perceptions and expectations constrain the character's growth. If he can't come up with new ideas or grow stronger, the audience will soon lose interest in the comic. Unfortunately, the creation of, honestly, after drawing comics hundreds of amber eras ago, people would laugh now to get the same although the fluffy specials are selling like crazy. Ever since all the gossip memo keepers But if someone from the Astral Express could quietly feed me a few juicy insider secrets from the Phantasmoon games. Whoa! Does blurry QR code have a time machine or what? Oh, that'd totally save the fluffies. After all, my little Furbo crew already works for you. Just have them. We'll do a 50-50 split. What about a 30-70 split?
Deal.
70 for me, 30 for you.
Wow, you change your face faster than Sparkle.
All right, since we've got the profit split sorted, looks like my creative block won't... Heroes in depth. My hero. Don't...
A supplicant is the master of wish power, but wish power can also become the shackles that bind the supplicant, forcing them to fulfill its desires. Love and hatred are alike. Dependence resembles fear. What commands wish power isn't only love, but... Thank you. These notes will really be a big help to him.
Good. I'm so glad. For generations, many members of our family have attempted to enter the Phantasmoon games, hoping to rely on the Aeon's immense power. Some came close to the mask, but could only watch as history passed them by. Others wore it, only to fail in the end. That was until 400 years ago, when your great-great-grandfather Hero won the Phantasmoon games and successfully gained an order. But the family's curse was not broken. In his notes he wrote, "Just as the god of destruction cannot cradle a bouquet, so too is the god of elation powerless against a curse."
Father, are you wondering what it was that healed me?
I know you're keeping something from me. But I don't care what cured you 15 years ago. As long as you're alive still, as a father, there There are things I must say, even if you don't want to hear them. As an artist, I'm fascinated by fleeting lives. How they struggle, they suffer, and in doing so, reveal a brilliant... But as a father, I can't stand by and watch my daughter walk into tragedy. I bless you to be a hero, to welcome the same end as Akivili. Those are words I could never speak.
The road ahead is shrouded by uncertainty, and that's why someone must take the first step to trailblaze a path.
I can't stop you, even though every part of me wishes you'd stay. But this is your choice, my daughter's choice. All I can do is stand by you quietly. Do you still remember the bedtime story I used to tell? They say there was once a princess in the sky. Day and night she painted in her celestial garden, untouched by the joys and sorrow. One night, a thunderous sound echoed from her painting. Curious, she stepped inside. There stood an ancient tower, so tall it pierced the heavens, so vast it seemed to hold the universe itself.
Climbing the endless staircase, the princess reached the summit, and from there she saw the world beyond her garden. In the distance, from that tower of infinity, descended the world painter to walk the mortal realm, with a single stroke to go where there are cries, to go where there are flames. That is the meaning of Murata.
But beyond the family name, my interpretation of our ancestor's name, Graphia, is also the hope I place in you. Himiko, whatever choice you make, if this is truly what you want, then go. Use those steps blazed upon trails to paint the world as you see it.
Thank you, Dad. By the way, how's your health? You haven't picked up any bad habits like smoking or drinking?
As the Dean of Graphia Academy, I still have to set a good example for my students. It's just, my tendinitis keeps acting up. My herniated disc is getting worse. Himeko, how?
At least until the lunar cycle shifts. I'll stay here in plain Arcadia until then.
I see. If only the Phantom Moon could stay full for Himeko. Safe travels on the trails ahead.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to Foolish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Goofy.
Hi, everyone! I'm your host, Snowy! The Star Rail Fest exhibition venue funded by Prolux Corp and constructed by...
Thanks to modern imagenesis technology, it took only a day for the sky...
Starting today, the Lookout Cloud Line is officially opening up its stop for the Star Rail Fest exhibition area. The exhibition areas opening on day one include the Belafog area, Sinjolafu area, and Penacony area, showcasing the legendary adventures of the Astral Express. The Infurious area, which is currently under construction.
For this event, Prolux cordially invites several crew members of the Astral Express to visit and be interviewed, including the Trailblazer, who recently joined the Phantom Moon game.
That is certainly something to look forward to. I heard Prolux has also invited Blurry QR Cole, the author of Fluffy Across the Globe, for a signing session. It'll be the first time...
An exhibition to gather wish power. Now that's an interesting scheme.
Pearl is also mobilizing Perlux's resource.
When I talked with Pearl, I shared with her the idea of becoming a sail, advancing and retreating together.
Sometimes I wonder if Jade invited us here with the intention of giving her colleagues a winning edge in the Phantom Moon games.
For Pearl, this Ionic game is probably also a good opportunity to observe and study the way we operate.
Though, compared to our usual opponents, this Intellitron executive is a surprisingly rational decision maker. Her proposal for cooperation seems more trustworthy than most.
It's not rationality that concerns me. It's the irrational factors. Exactly. News of the Dovebrook bloodbath has already blown up online. The Department of Aberration Defense tried to clamp down on the rumors, but plenty of people are still linked with such a large crowd gathering there. This exhibition could very well become a target for the...
Pearl must have contingency plans for situations like this. That old guy?
Whatever Pearl has planned, we must consider the possibility that the Herald of Death might...
It's about time. Someone's got to stay behind on the express to keep the conductor company and be ready for any emergencies that pop up. You guys have fun out there, but stay safe. Contact me right away if anything comes up.
They're both out on a mission with General Yao Guang. Don Hung is tracking Blade's whereabouts, while Sunday is working with Miss Ting Yun. Both of them are tied up. Looks like they won't be able to...
Looks like the heavy burden of documenting our travels falls on yours truly once again. Star Rail Fest, here we come!
This train...
It's still early. Where to now?
Museum of Possible Past. Next stop is Wahaha Grand Theater. The train will depart shortly. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform and keep an eye on your personal belongings. Thank you.
Nice.
Passengers heading to Star Rail Fest, please prepare to board. Oh, the trains have been placing bets on who will get to escort the Nameless to Star Rail Fest on opening day. It's such a super-duper Arcadian oh, I could already feel everyone's enthusiasm turning into waves of wish power along the way. No wonder Ding, ding, dong, dong. The express is about to depart. This special train is bound for the...
Cloudline.
Thank you for riding with us today. May the laughter watch over you. And please, enjoy your journey.
Oh, wow! The exhibition entrance is packed with express